You are driving your shift, following the rules, and suddenly your vehicle is struck and brought to a dead stop. You did everything right, but the person who hit you either has no valid insurance coverage or vanishes before you can check. For a private commuter, this means frustrating phone calls and taking the train for a few days. For a professional driver, it means an immediate end to your shift, your bookings, and your daily cash flow. A damaged vehicle directly jeopardizes your Transport for London licensing status. You cannot legally pick up passengers in a compromised cab. While your income drops to zero, your fixed business costs, finance payments, radio rent, and insurance renewals keep running. Physical damage to a bumper is a repair bill. For a professional driver, it is a legal halt to your ability to earn a living. The designated legal framework for this exact scenario is the Motor Insurers Bureau, or MIB. They compensate victims of uninsured or hit-and-run drivers. A lack of insurance from the at-fault driver does not mean the situation is hopeless, nor does it mean your lost income and repair costs are unrecoverable. The MIB is a rigid, formal bureaucratic framework that follows a different set of evidence rules than a standard insurance company. Because the normal route of your insurer claiming against their insurer is completely broken, the administrative burden to prove the case falls entirely on you. The MIB utilizes a strictly paperless, online registration process that requires deliberate, detailed evidence submission right from the start. While the MIB provides a vital path to ultimate compensation, relying solely on its timeline without a bridging strategy leaves you commercially exposed. Using the terms uninsured and hit and run interchangeably when reporting the incident creates immediate confusion in your claim. This flowchart illustrates the divide. The MIB processes these collisions through two separate legal pathways. If you submit your claim down the wrong pathway because of vague language or roadside panic, you trigger bureaucratic delays and risk rejection of your compensation claim. Correctly categorizing the incident streamlines the initial MIB intake process and gets your evidence reviewed properly. The words you use to describe the incident in the first hour dictate the trajectory of your legal recovery. The uninsured route applies specifically when the at-fault driver stops, provides their details, but later turns out to have no valid insurance policy. Your priority for this specific legal route is absolute verification of the other driver's identity. You must secure the registration plate, a clear visual of the driver, and independent witness contact details. Because the driver is known, the MIB expects you to provide concrete proof linking that specific individual to the collision. In an uninsured driver claim, securing undeniable, verifiable proof of identity is the only way to successfully activate the MIB safety net. The untraced route is required when the at-fault driver flees the scene entirely or provides definitively false information. Under Section 170 of the Road Traffic Act, you are legally required to report this incident to the police within 24 hours. The absence of an identifiable driver shifts the burden of proof directly onto your immediate actions at the scene. High-priority evidence for this route includes preserved dashcam footage, comprehensive scene photographs, and immediate police reference numbers. Do not assume the police will build the evidence file for the MIB on your behalf. They focus on the criminal report, not your civil compensation. A hit-and-run scenario makes your own immediate on-scene documentation the single point of failure for the entire claim. While the MIB processes liability, your immediate operational problem is getting back to work. Relying on a standard insurance company's courtesy car offering is often insufficient for a working driver. Standard courtesy cars inherently lack the hire or reward insurance required by TfL. You end up with a vehicle in your driveway that you are legally forbidden from using for work. You require a specialized plated replacement vehicle designed specifically for professional drivers. Simple physical mobility without the proper legal licensing is commercially useless when you face indefinite downtime. The actions you take in the first 60 minutes determine how effectively you can protect your livelihood. Immediately lock down and separately save your dashcam footage before the device loops or overwrites it. Draft a clear, time-stamped, chronological written note of the sequence of events before adrenaline fades and details blur. Avoid actions like engaging in roadside arguments or making rushed phone calls to agencies that don't handle recovery. These disciplined inputs help clear the MIB hurdles and allow you to secure a working replacement vehicle more quickly. Accident Assist Network provides an operational coordination service for non-fault accidents. They are distinct from a solicitor or a financial advisor. Their role is to recovery, arrange repairs, and supply like-for-like licensed replace-la-hire specifically for taxi and PHV drivers. You must understand the legal caveat. If the at-fault insurer delays or disputes the claim, you may become liable for certain contractual credit charges. The primary benefit is offloading the complex operational stress to specialists, so you can focus on returning to work. Review the full guide online or call 020-4577-1120 for 24/7 practical assistance. Surviving a collision with an uninsured driver requires delegating the bureaucratic and operational chaos to specialists in order to keep earning.